Journaling. You know, the thing you've heard about, the thing you've been meaning to do. Or, if you're like me, journaling is a thing you've started and stopped 1,000 times over. Now you've got a pile of semi-used notebooks full of blank pages, unfinished to-do lists, and shitty poetry that sit on a forgotten shelf somewhere collecting dust. You know, journaling. The thing people mention when they write books about organization and productivity and mindfulness, and top however many reasons articles about. The thing that all of these successful dead people did. The thing that's mentioned in countless motivational YouTube videos. The thing that back in the day your dad would have listened to on a self-help cassette tape about career advancement. Well, I finally started doing it. Every day, in fact. And I also read a bunch of those articles I was talking about, and a couple of those books. And so I wanted to share with you some of the things I've learned. This is the unofficial guide to journaling. You did it. You got yourself a journal, and a nice pen that you're really fond of. And you sit down at your desk, you open up to a blank page, you uncap your pen, you put it to the paper, your mind is a blank canvas, and you pause, and you think, and your mind remains a blank canvas. And you think to yourself, what the fuck do I write about? Start simple. I start mine the same way every day, with the date at the top of the page, and what time it is. Write down small things, like, what do you have to do today? Should you do laundry or water your houseplants? Was it nice outside? Did you hear a song that you liked and you want to remember? Small things, simple things. This makes starting way easier. I also recommend getting a small journal. I use this moleskin that fits into my pocket. It comes with me everywhere I go, anytime I leave the house. I never wait until the end of the day to try and recap everything that happened, because I think that's a recipe for failure. I recommend writing in it whenever a thought pops in your head that feels worth recording. I write in it sporadically throughout the day. This helps me keep better track of my time and get more things done. That's why making to-do lists is so important. Not just because checking off that little box is satisfying and it makes you want to celebrate. Although that is nice. But because it helps you set goals in a more manageable way. It can be small things like, I want to wake up an hour earlier, or I want to watch less TV before bed. Or it can be big things like, I want to travel the world. Journaling has helped me separate the big ideas from the small ideas and plan more manageable goals. In one of those self-help books that I read, the author discusses thinking about goals as targets. I'm going to paraphrase here, but this is essentially his theory on how to plan more effectively. One of my big goals is to read more. That's too broad though. So I said, I'm going to read once a day. Then that becomes, I'm going to read for 30 minutes a day. Then that becomes, I'm going to read for 30 minutes a day after work. Targeting. The more precise your plan of action is, the more likely you are to accomplish your goal. So far, I've read 2 books within the last month. That's half as many as I read the entirety of last year. And it feels good. That's a satisfying check in the box, and a cause for a small celebration. Journaling has also helped me become more realistic about the things that I want to do. It's given me a sense of clarity. And I think overall it's helped me utilize my time more efficiently. Now I think about things in 3 ways. There's things that I want to do, things that I can do, and things that I should do. For instance, I want to travel more, and I want to save more money, and I want to make films, In fact, I want to make travel films. And I can save money, and I can make films, but I can't travel because I haven't saved that money yet. So I should save money while I make films, so eventually I can make travel films again. But for now, they have to be different films. Films like this one. So go ahead and get yourself a journal. One that fits in your pocket, and a pen that you're really fond of. And take them with you everywhere. Write down dates and times, or songs that you've never heard that you like and want to remember. Write about the weather that day, or goals that you want to achieve, big or small. Make to-do lists and check off boxes, and celebrate when you do so. Keep a journal. I promise you, it's worth your time.